MUHARI doing today? I think she beat Kandreva, for example, in the 16, who, Kandreva did bronze medal yesterday in the junior. So that on its own is, very important credential. So she looked really, really, really solid. Okay. BUKI had a bit more trouble, to get here, and the scores were closer. But they are teammates, so they know each other extremely well. So
yeah, I feel like, despite the fact that she's a cadet, and I believe this is her last year as a cadet, MUHARI, we see her on the junior circuit. Occasionally, we do see her on the senior circuit. She's out there.
Yeah.
She's big and she's tough. But BUKI has done what she needed to do today.
Yeah.
And she has not had, as you say, she's not had an easy ride. BUKI had Abu Eid Julin of Sweden in the 32, Barata of Italy in the 16, and Tang of China in the quarterfinals. MUHARI had Lyakova of Russia in the quarterfinals, Kandreva, as you pointed out, in the 16, and Rodopoulou of Greece in the 32. So neither one of them has had an easy ride, but I kind of think we have to give a slight edge here to MUHARI, but that's a good way. Having set that up, that's a good way to get a surprise ending.
Absolutely.
It's called the curse of the commentator.
So this stage, MUHARI doesn't want you to say anything else, right?
Yes, exactly. Double to open. MUHARI making that hit to the foot look easy.
Very nice closing of the line there.
MUHARI finds the blade, can't do anything with it, and BUKI with the remise there to land the hit.
MUHARI is keeping the distance very well, so she's really forcing BUKI to go long.
Well, they've got very contrasting styles. BUKI is like straight upright, and MUHARI more angular in her approach. And really using strength there to just control the blade. Nice there from BUKI.
Yeah, nice acceleration at the end to gain the distance, to be able to finish.
Clock's going to wind down here in our opening period. And Mikhail Pagiev, our referee, signals the end of the first. We go to the 1-minute break. And Juan Ignacio Calderon. That was a very quiet match, but 12 points were scored in that opening period.
Yeah.
And it was so quiet that you almost don't notice that it's 7-5. You almost don't notice that MUHARI is halfway to the gold medal match here, and that BUKI seems to be chasing.
Yes.
They don't have coaches.
No.
Intramural affair here. They don't have any coaches. They don't have anybody to talk to but themselves. And Lily BUKI is actually lying down on the piste, on the slope at the end of the piste. And you know, what do athletes do in a situation like this?
Since they know each other very well, they probably are trying to kind of regain that feel about, you know, when they were able to control a similar situation against the same fencer. In this particular case, that's what I would try to do. See if I can get that feeling back, that sense of distance, a sense of timing.
Well, I would surmise that it is incumbent upon Lily BUKI to do something different here and to try and get some hits on the board, because MUHARI is very good at doing just that,
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
She seems in control, yes.
That was
Still,
nice.
it's a 2-point bout there difference, so at least she's keeping it within the distance of, you know, being able to put some pressure.
It's getting to the point now where BUKI has to do something, and MUHARI is an absolute expert at just standing back.
But she had plenty of time to really work it out, and she's, I don't think her confidence is there. I don't think she thinks she can right now. Yeah, that's good.
She had to work for it, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's given, and MUHARI, I believe, maintaining that he had said halt and then gave the hit. So she's asked for video review, but the thing is, there's no sound on the
And I didn't
video
see the
replay.
Coracore.
Call stands. It's a double. I think that's our second in this semifinal. And it certainly shouldn't come as a surprise that when you've got two fencers from any country, not just Hungary, but from any country facing each other, you're going to have sometimes a very quiet match. And MUHARI takes it back to a 3-point lead. Well, the clock will eventually wind down. And we will go to our second 1-minute break. 12 for Esther MUHARI, 9 for Lily BUKI. And I don't know, are we just going to have another 3 minutes of this? Or do you think something's going to happen? Tell me you think something's going to happen.
I think something's going to happen.
Okay, great. Great. That's why I had you on.
But it may not happen. Then BUKI got, there were a couple of touches where I think she found what she was looking for, and she needs, MUHARI is controlling the distance, so you need to start a bit slower and see if you can do a counter time. If you manage MUHARI to counter you, and then you can control it with a counter time, taking the blade finish, or if she parries, you can do a counter parry and finish. So you go slow, get something, and then work with that and accelerate to finish yourself. That's the only way. And she's done it a couple of times.
But it's so difficult.
Not very consistently.
And MUHARI seems perfectly content to just stand back there, wait for you to come, and then muscle you. All right, here we go. Our third and final period in our second semifinal. MUHARI, Hungary, BUKI, Hungary. And
I think MUHARI just came determined to finish.
Yeah.
That's the part that was different.
Well, BUKI stepped in on MUHARI, but all it took was a double to end it, and it is over. And Esther MUHARI will go into the gold medal match to face Gaia Caforio of Italy. That will be coming up later. We've got that part of it set. It will be BUKI and Yanelli to take home the bronze medals later tonight. But we still have more business to conduct before we get to that. We've got our men's cadet épée semifinals to go. I'm just looking down into the staging area. They're not ready quite yet. As soon as I said that, they pop in there. So, we've had some really interesting stuff happen today in the men's category. One of the most interesting things for me is the fact that Akseli Heinema of Finland won out all his matches, started the day as #1 seed. He has continued the day as